Hi there, and welcome back for more Explore Tulsa.
Star Wars Last Jedi was #1 at the box office last weekend.
Yeah, their worldwide box office is just over $1 billion.
But what you may not know is that Kendo is how Hollywood taught its Jedis how to fight with lightsabers.
The same kind of training you'll find at Tulsa Kendo.
Kendo means, in Japanese, way of the sword. So it's a method of examining yourself as a person through the practice that we do, so it takes a very strong personality to teach effectively.
Kendo is a traditional Japanese martial art and sport of fencing. It's not like what they show in the movies. It's much different. It's very linear as opposed to flowy like they show in movies.
I've always wanted to practice Kendo my whole life, and in 2004 I went to a practice center in Oklahoma City called Senshinkan Dojo, and I met my teacher there, and he helped me understand how to practice Kendo, but he also impacted my life.
Really, I just tried it out in college. I had a friend that wanted to try out the club, the local club, and I tagged along, and then we both got really into it. So Kendo is like fencing in general. It's kind of like we like to call it like a physical chess. You're not only benefiting physically from it, but you're also training your mind to figure out how to tackle different problems and find out new solutions.
It taught me discipline. I was used to getting things my own way and not having to work very hard for anything, and my teacher set a very high standard, and meeting that standard became everything for me. It motivated me to practice outside of practice as much as I could. It made me dread going to practice in case I would make a mistake or not live up to his expectation, and that carried over into my life, helped me learn how to take things seriously. And I ran into some very serious health problems a few years back, and Kendo, the work that I had done in Kendo helped me survive, quite literally. So it's impacted my life in every possible way. Kendo is my purpose, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, so you don't need to have any pre-existing like knowledge about Kendo. We start off with just shorts and a t-shirt, and we'll teach you how to bow in, how to hold the sword, and go through basic footwork, and we'll go from the ground up. Kendo is, again, it's not very well known in America, so we get a lot of adult beginners studying Kendo. I started when I was like 19.
In Kendo, there's a concept called Ki, Ken, Tai, Ichi. And Ki is your spirit, Ken is the sword, Tai is your body, and Ichi means one. So it's your spirit, your sword, and your body operating together as one in every technique. And we start with a basic swing. They'll be using a wooden sword to practice like the most fundamental movement, the easiest way to do something with no resistance. And then as practice progresses, they try to improve that movement and sort of adapt it and evolve it to a variety of different situations. So what you'll see is people trying to coordinate themselves with the sword to act together without thinking as one. So your mind, your will, your body, your physical posture, and the sword all operating together.
It's just like a completely wide range of people that like Kendo, get drawn to it. Whether it be, they're interested in Japanese culture, or they're interested in the sporting element of it, or they're just interested in trying to better themselves as a person.
I want to try to transmit what I've learned to Tulsa. Before we started, there was no real place to practice Kendo here, and as long as our dojo is here, people have the opportunity to study this type of swordsmanship, this type of philosophy, this type of learning. And my focus is to provide as strong an environment as possible for those people that have my same interest, Shaw's same interest, the club's same interest, for as long as possible. Strength, the understanding that you can endure, you can make it. If things get tough, you have it, all of us do, all of humanity has it inside of us to push through our own limits. You can do more than you think you can. And the great way to prove that to yourself is by being pushed towards those limits and then surpassing them. It doesn't have to be a great, impressive, high bar that you're reaching for. For many people, one step is enough, but everyone can take that step. And Japanese word is konjo, means guts. It's a fortitude, like a deep roots and strength. And after practicing, maybe things go your way, maybe they don't. Maybe you win, maybe you lose. But ultimately you're trying to develop yourself and develop your own inner strength. So that's my favorite part about the practice.